seeing all these women and then at this walk has caused me to have two reactions. One I expected. That first one I expected was just a sense of celebration. You see all these people who are celebrating the lives of the women women that they know who have dealt with this. The other feeling that I experienced, and it really took me by surprise, was an extraordinary sense of vulnerability. And I think that the vulnerability comes from suddenly recalling what so many of us have experienced. To get through it, you put so much of your feeling on hold. You try to use humor, you try to use some other coping mechanism to get through the chemo, to get through all of the other treatments. And you put your feelings on hold.
Smiling like a sleeping.
Walking with my daughter was extraordinary. She's 13 now. And I think the toughest day was the day I had to tell her that I had breast cancer. To have her walk alongside me was a very nice way of my receiving her support. To have my friend walking with us, that was also extraordinary because my friend was really there in every sense of the way. Probably most profoundly by bringing back a spiritual dimension to the journey. I never felt that I could say to God, "Hey God, why not let me live?" And so to be surrounded by people who were remembering me in their prayers gave me a sense of well-being that would not have been there otherwise. Being around so many women who have had breast cancer, I realized that throughout my treatment, and even now, I was reluctant to have a label attached to me. I cannot remember a single time when I have said I have breast cancer. I would always say things like, I received a diagnosis of breast cancer. As I thought about that and my choice of words and that distancing of the breast cancer diagnosis, I realized it was because if I said I had breast cancer, somehow I felt as though I was victimized or not in control or not in power. By saying I had a diagnosis of breast cancer, it gave me an ability to distance myself enough so that I could fight it in a different way, a less vulnerable way, and a way in which I could have a plan of action that spoke to every step that I chose to take.